so you got us again. The date today is October 26. See, he knows. And he's preparing for Halloween, that's why. I saw all his costumes at his shop. And year's 2016, and yes, I am alive. So all you naysayers and everything else, I mean, come on, give me a break. You know, I've had better shots than that taken at me, haven't I? I think so. So anyway, here I am, I'm alive, I'm well, and that's it. Just came back from Germany. I was on the healing machine again, and again it kicked the crap out of the poisons in my body. The package had erupted inside, first one and two, and we were talking about all kinds of things happening inside my body, from my kidneys to my heart to lungs and everywhere else. So bottom line is that I'm well. We made it in time, get out in time, missed my plane on the way back, and had a wonderful, wonderful woman babysit me for 4.5 hours talking over the computer. Can't get any better than that, you know? So what I can say now is that the machines are available. But let me talk further on something else first. We'll get back to that. I want to go into the matters right now that will affect the planet and affect us. There's a 1 million metric ton gold deal transpiring as I talk, and the Federal Reserve and Janet Yellen is involved, the chairman. The Bank of England's involved. The government of Thailand and military are involved. Najib Razak, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, is involved, and Alfredo Soren is involved handling the gold certificates in Hong Kong, printing them. The deal is nearly done. There's 3 trillion in commissions on this deal. If this deal happens, we're going to be stuck with the cabal again for another 250 years. Maybe less, maybe more. But I'm just using a number that I heard, that we're going to be set back and we're going to be in hell. Because it's a golden rule, as we know. He who has the gold makes the rules. You know, and they'll have the gold then. They'll have it. It's happening. It could happen even while I'm talking. Who knows what's going to go on. But I figured I'd get it to you before it did happen, so we could make some noise maybe, and we could shut it down like we've shut it down all the time. Okay? There's more gold. This is like a gold rush again. They're making, this is a last-minute ditch effort, so everybody can, so they stay alive in the West and so on. Japan, as you know, is the allied partner of the U.S. and so on. And Japan has Kamiya over in Korea right now, and he's running around trying to buy for Japan. And you know, we've had some instances already with Korea, with President Park and so on, and we've stopped Bush's, and we've stopped the USS George Washington, and we've stopped Obama, and we've stopped this guy, we've stopped that guy. We'll stop this guy too. This is not a problem. Our problem is the first one. If the first one happens, we're in shit. We're knee deep in shit, and we're not going to get out from under it. Okay, maybe Trump, when he comes into play, he'll be a whole bunch different, and he'll veto and cancel out all the things from the Federal Reserve, seeing that it's all corrupt anyway. We'll know more about that as it goes on. The preface has numbers involved. There's 3 trillion in commissions. Everybody's going to make money on the deal. Everybody. Big money. Okay, that's just the commissions. They're talking about how we have so much debt. Well, this is 1 million metric tons of gold. This is a lot more than what we have in debt. And it's and that's happening with a couple of signatures. So you can see how easily it happens that we can pay off our debt. Because some of that's ours in there, but most of it is Golden Dragon. Okay, our gold and our assets, I believe, are in the West, are in UBS, seeing that the UBS is owned by the CIA, and Credit Suisse, because that's owned by the CIA. I think that's where we look to find what belongs to us. But that takes money too. Just like what I'm doing is taking money, and I spent a fortune already, and I don't have the time to do this until I finish that one there. But we do have something on the table somewhere. That's ours, not depending upon other nations. Okay? How's that? You understand? We're being screwed right now. I like foreplay before I'm screwed. We're not getting any foreplay. So that's not fair. Don't you think? See all the girls shaking their head, yes, 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 yes. Whatever happened to that? That's sort of funny. Now let me talk about the third one. The third one is in Indonesia. Cats away, the mice will play. I'm not ready to go yet to some other things. I still have to generate the capital, which I'm trying to do on my own, which I should do on my own, and I'll get what I need to go and finish this up. Anyway, we'll get the funds to do that. Like I said before, I'm doing it myself as of within the last week or two. Let's go to the third one. Is Indonesia, like I said, and Indonesia is in Switzerland. The head elders are in Switzerland, and they're offering quite a bit. I know who all the players are in Indonesia, and I know who the bank is in Switzerland. I'm not giving names out at this time because nothing has happened really at this time. And plus, the Swiss will attempt to steal the assets from Indonesia. And before that happens, I'll stop it with the Golden Dragon, seeing that much of the assets, many of the assets belong to them again. In all three instances, the Golden Dragons are in there with their hands. You know, you can talk about red dragons, you can talk about white dragons, you can talk about them all. There's only one major dragon family, that's the Golden Dragons. Okay, count on it. Don't believe everything you hear. Now, let's just get into the other thing now, because, you know, we've said enough already about these things. And, you know, if they happen, then we're dead anyway. And that's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to get everything they can get their hands on, especially the yellow metal, the gold. And if they get that, then they're going to stop running, and they're going to stop buying. They're going to stop putting things into place, and we're going to be in some big, big crap. But it's got to be stopped. I'm not going to even think about the worst when I know we've got some time. Let's get into the machines. I just came back from over there, and I wasn't feeling too good. I was in pretty bad shape. I didn't know if I was going to wake up when I closed them, but I did. I ended up on a plane, and I did go back to Germany, and I was treated, and I feel pretty good. I mean, I have to go back again, and I have to be treated again, and it's not all complete yet. But funny things are happening because of this machine. My fingernails are growing, my toenails are growing fast. I mean, pains that I didn't know I had are going away, and pains I didn't know I have are going away, and I mean, things are happening with that machine, and I enjoy it. I have 3 more sessions, and I could be finished with that. And then at that point in time, everything should be good. So I'm not going to complain. I've had too many problems to complain, and now it's just a matter of a little bit of time, you know. So we'll see what happens. We have other machines coming in soon. When I say we, I'm talking about my friends. We have other machines coming in soon. Not just the healing computer, which is a magnificent machine. And many of the machines I'm going to talk to you about right now, just really quickly, they're not going to be able to sell them personally. They cost a small fortune. And for example, the cancer machine. The cancer machine guarantees you 100% healing on whatever cancer it is you have. And there's a 23-year machine, which I told you about. It rejuvenates your internal organs, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, you know, everything, your internal organs. Yeah, that one too, maybe. I don't know. I thought I saw a guy over there shaking his head. Yeah. You know, so yeah, it's going to rejuvenate your organ. Back to what it was 23 years ago. You'll be able to have 5 more kids. Anyway, that machine is wonderful. It's like a life extension, which is what the Bushes and everybody pay for right now in either Hong Kong or in Switzerland. You know, they use a little mercury drop, and they put the mercury drop well, I'm not going to tell you where, but you can guess where, right behind the brothers, you know, the two brothers, the twins. But the thing goes right in there, it's a needle, and that's for men. I'm talking. I don't know where it goes for the women. And you have to tell me that one. But it sort of gives them 5 years life extension, which is what the Bushes have had too. I think a Papa Bush has had twice now in Hong Kong. So this here is not going to have anything to do with needles. It's going to have to do with frequencies again, from what I understand. And it's going to be amazing. Amazing. Then there's going to be blood machines to clean out the blood and to make the blood and the circulation flow much better. There's going to be bone machines, which bone healing, you know, rather than have people cut in and break and reset and everything, bone healing. Diabetic machine in 10 minutes, I think it's 10 minutes, your diabetes will be gone forever. The cancer machine, by the way, once you use it and it cleans you out, that's you're never going to be able, you'll never have cancer again of any kind, from what I understand. Okay, I'm just remembering everything here. Now, as for the healing computer, it's quite amazing, because I learned a lot listening, because someone was on the machine rather than myself, and I could listen to everything that was said. And you know, on most machines or computers, quantum and scalar and everything else, there's 1,200 frequencies, I understand. I heard that. This woman was an expert that was on the computer with her brother, and who's a famous lawyer. And the bottom line is that it's 1,200. And when she asked, and she told us, most are 1,200, so why, how many frequencies are on this machine? And she was told millions. And she, oh. So, I mean, that was pretty interesting. And how your immune system builds up to a point where it just can't go anymore. I mean, it just wipes everything out. It just, it's quite fascinating to hear it. It's another thing to remember it all. Okay? And you will have information on it. And I may even have a video as of tomorrow or the next day on it, from the scanning on the computer. So you can see how the scan works and so on. I think tomorrow or the next day I have it, and I'll be able to put it out to you so you can see for yourselves exactly how it works. Okay? It's very different from the others, according to the expert that was sitting there taking notes with her brother and on it. Very interesting. Very nice people, by the way. Now, let me see what else I have here to say. Oh, the other situation is back again in the Philippines with Dangdang, in Dangdang Marcos. He's at it again, and I'm not going to say anything more, Dangdang, but you know damn well I'm right there with you, buddy, and I know what you're up to, okay? I won't go any further than that right now. Let me see. So I had a hell of a trip home. Missed the plane in Ataturk in Istanbul. Missed it. They had the wrong time printed on my ticket for boarding. That was departure time, not boarding time. And it was a mistake, but I had another 5-6 hours. And like I said, I had the best babysitter in the world make sure I was okay. This person has been spoon feeding me basically for 7 months, making sure I stay alive, and without asking for anything, and just giving. It's a fantastic person. It's if anybody has to be thanked for me being here today, it's her. She's a wonderful girl, wonderful lady. Amazing. Amazing. Where do they come from? They don't. This one came out of nowhere, and I hope it stays around for a long time. Now let me go further. How about forever? Anyway, there's another situation arising. That's the development, the possible revolution in the United States. Look, Trump is winning. Should win by a landslide. This should be an easy election, from what I gather, and the numbers that I hear. 82 for Trump. I mean, come on. Doesn't get any better. 82% for Trump and about 13% for Hillary, and the rest go into undecided into this other woman. I mean, this is crazy numbers. I mean, they've already been caught, the Democrats, fixing and rigging machines. People from have tried to vote for Trump, and the tickets have already been changed over to Clinton. Okay, they just click over to Clinton. They got it all rigged. And Trump is right. It's rigged. Just like Obama had it rigged many years ago. And they're still using George Soros, who has to have his old fat ass put in jail. Okay? It's bad enough that the guy exists on this planet. To let him do something like this in our country, we got to be out of our skull. We have to be out of our skull to let that old piece of crap do what he's doing. And I can tell you one thing. Putin will get him. He's already got the bounties out on him, and on others too. But Soros, no good. No good. You're going to have no place to go, no place to hide. Right now the cabal is purchasing lots of property in New Zealand. New Zealand homes, what used to be a $100,000 home is now $1 million home. Okay, they can't afford to keep their own homes anymore, really. The whole place is falling apart because the cabal is running around looking to buy things because they're losing. I mean, they're trying throughout Asia with no luck. I mean, they bought things in Ecuador, they bought things in Peru, they bought things in Paraguay, more things in Paraguay and so on. They're all going down south the way where they came in initially with their forefathers, and that's in the south. I don't mean America. I mean South America. Okay, where the Nazis all went, that's where they're going, because you take Bush's real name, Sheriff, you get a good idea of what we're dealing with. You know, his name is Sotoro, but that's an adopted name, and what was his real father's name? Who the hell knows? Obama is saying he's black now. He's not black. His mother was white. Okay? His mother's white. I wish she could hear him say, I'm black. I mean, the guy is a piece of work, isn't he? And he thinks he's doing a job. Yeah, he's doing a job on dismantling the United States and making you people very vulnerable. And everywhere else in the world vulnerable, because when the United States falls, it's the rest of the world coming, and it's going to be easy for them. You all have to get behind Trump. All of you. You can forget about Hillary. She's a piece of crap herself. And if she hears this, she'll probably be shaking her head with her eyes bouncing and everything else, like one of those bobbleheads. Well, maybe she'll have a stroke. But I wanted to run for election. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be in the election. I wanted to see how far she's going, telling us we should be united as one. A one world nation with Hillary in charge. Get out of here. You sick, demented, goddamn people. And that's why you're going to be grabbed. You're going to be put in the FEMAs, most likely. Somehow the Trump family will arrest you. The Trump team will arrest you. Gowdy will come and get you. Trey Gowdy, another one who does such a fantastic job in chasing you. Nailing you. You all got something to worry about. I know that. You know that too. Now, on the other hand, in France, you got this General Clément. My goodness. This guy here, young man, he's on his horse. I mean, he could be Napoleon for all I know, reincarnated. But this guy here, he's all fired up and he's ready to go. And he's got a motley group of characters behind him just waiting to take you all down. He's looking at you all. He's watching you all. He knows who you are. He's got all your lines tapped, all you bad guys. And so do they in the United States. All the bad guys have their lines tapped, despite having the machines that can detect as to whether or not the lines are tapped. They're all being tapped. Not just by WikiLeaks and everything else, by people, individual people who have the ability, who work with the special outfits or teams within their system. They're all listening in. There's nowhere to go. We know the airports you'll be using, the times you'll be leaving. We know if you're driving your cars. You got special little devices put on the bottom of your car in America. You don't even know it yet. Like the Boeings that that are under remote control, the ones you've been using to kill so many people. They got it under your car now. They got you, the bad guys. They've got you being followed by remote control. Everything you do. No place to hide. They're done. They're done. Donald Trump, first thing you should do, arrest warrants for them all. Veto all of Obama's executive orders and take a look at everything he's done, period, because you probably have to get rid of everything. Get rid of those black Muslim brothers from Egypt and so on. You got to send them back to where they came from, or if they've done anything too bad to the people, put them with the others. They don't have anywhere to go anymore. So, do I look alive? Do I look alive? I mean, you've been asking. Thousands of you have asked. We want to see Neil Keenan, and we want to see Neil Keenan. You know something? For a while, I wanted to see Neil Keenan too. Taj, thank you for everything you've done. You're the best in the world. There's nothing comparable. All you've done for me. Can't talk about it. It's just so much. Thank you very much, sweetie. And I'll talk to you soon. I'll talk to everybody soon. And yes, I'm alive. Richard, great job. Mark, once again. Everybody, Gene, fantastic. You've all came forward and you exuded yourselves again, and you placed us in a position where we can win. We can win. We don't have to lose. Now let me just try to get the funding that I need to get this thing over with. On my side over there, and by the way, I'm going to tell you, don't worry about anybody claiming he's M1. I don't even care if I am. I'll tell you the trick to that later. Okay, there's a trick to it, and I've got the trick. They have no idea. They're just running around screaming because I'm screaming. If I jump off a cliff, will you guys jump off a cliff? You follow me? Or you go first? They probably go first. They have no idea what they're doing. Anyway, okay. I'll be right back. It's to say goodnight. Just 1 second.
Oh. Trick or treat. I gotcha. Trick or treat. What you got? No candy for this guy. Can't have it.
I figured I'd let you know I know it's trick or treat even though I'm over here. Halloween. Happy Halloween, people. I hope we have another one and another one and another one and another one. I think that's pretty damn good. That's a nice mask, huh? That in Germany, they make real masks over there. Over here, plastic. Anyway, thank you all, and all good night. And again, everybody, thank you for all your help. And I'm alive because of you. So you kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. Felt like somebody kept kicking me in my ass. Even when I was trying to sleep, I kept jumping. Somebody was kicking me. Anyway, I wish you all the best. Happy Halloween. Don't worry, we'll try to finish this thing up and we'll get it done. Look at the preface. And the bug just came in the room and I just can't believe it because I don't like bugs anymore after what happened in Indonesia. But no, I know what this one is. Okay, good night and take care. That's a big bug. Nask, look. Nask. Behind you. I gotta say good night. Did I say good night? They didn't clock it off yet, right? It's off? Okay, we can keep it going. Look at this bug though. We can't show them the bug. That's a pretty big bug. That's the kind that smells when you hit it, right? Yeah? Okay, people, thank you very much. You know, I have to watch out for the bugs. I'm a little buggy myself. So talk to you later. Take care, and we'll finish this thing up. We're going to. I'm starting to feel better, you can tell, huh? Acting wild and getting crazy. And that's me. What can I say? Take care. Happy Halloween. Every one of you. Bye-bye.